What's going on, everybody? DJ Chance here. Now in today's video, I'm going to be discussing how to launch the utilities mode for the Pioneer DDJ SB3. Now this is the SB3N. It's exactly the same performance and features that's inside the SB3. This just being the N version, which is the one with a little more gold on it. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is adjust the cut lag of the crossfader. First, you're going to be using the rotary selector knob up on the top of the controller to adjust the parameter of the cut lag of the crossfader. Now you have a value from 0 to 52, and how you can tell that visually is by using the VU meters on the left and right deck and the pads on the right deck. So what happens is, now that it's at 0, you see there are no lights lit up in the VU meters at all. There are no pads lit up. But as I start to adjust the rotary knob, moving it towards the right, it's going to increase my cut lag. And what you're going to see here is on the right deck VU meters, it's going to represent the numbers 1 through 5, and on the left deck, it's going to represent numbers 6 through 9. And then every tens place is going to be the right deck's performance pads. So this button will light up when it's 10, this one will light up at 20 and 30 and 40 and 50. And that's how you'll know when you'll get to 52. For example, we're going to raise this knob. You can see now we're at a cut lag of 1. Now once we get to 9, you're going to see this pad light up to let you know your cut lag is at 10. You see we have a now lit up pad right here. And as we continue to go forward, we're going to keep going up. Now we're at 20. Now we're at 50. We'll go to 51, 52. And that is the maximum cut lag for the crossfader for the DDJ SB3. Here it comes defaulted at a cut lag of 5, but I put it all the way back down to 0. I want no cut lag whatsoever in my crossfader. The other thing you're going to notice as you're switching your parameters, as soon as you're done with wherever you want to be, you're going to notice that the master light is going to flicker. That's to let you know that the change has been made in the SB3. But in order for that change to take effect, you would need to unplug the controller and then plug it back in again, and that will save whatever change you put into your crossfader or any of the other pieces that you have controlled in the utilities menu. Now, if you want to disable the demo mode, it's very simple to do. By default, it comes on, and it turns on after 10 minutes. This way, if you have it in the background of one of your videos and you want the lights to be flickering and doing their little dance, to have some eye candy in your background, or you have this unit on display at, say, a DJ expo or at a store, that's where it's useful. But for the normal DJ setup, I don't see what the use for demo mode would be. And the way you would tell if it's on or off is that this hot cue on the left deck will either be on or off. Press the hot cue button, and you see that the light is off, so that means my demo mode is off. The next thing you may or may not want to change is the backspin length with the jog wheel. Now, if you want to adjust that, you would use buttons 5, 6, or 7 on the left deck. Now, it comes defaulted in the normal length. Button number 6 is your normal backspin length. I didn't really see that much of a difference with the long and short of it, so I kind of just left it at normal. But if you wanted a shorter backspin length, you would just hit button number 5. You would hit button number 7, and you'd have the long backspin. So I'm just going to keep that in its normal configuration. Now, the last of all the utilities that you can change is changing the fader start setting. I don't really use the fader start because you have to hold down the shift button in order to do it. And if you're trying to really mix, I don't feel like it's all that great. And in my experience from using the crossfader in hamster mode, meaning that I move the fader outward towards the right deck when I'm trying to scratch in a song on the left, and move the crossfader towards the left deck when I'm scratching or mixing in from the right. The fader start doesn't work with it in hamster mode, so I don't really care for it because it's too confusing for me, so it's not something I ever have use for, but it may be useful for someone out there. So in order to change the way that the fader start works, you have 3 modes, and you're going to use them with the first 3 buttons on the left deck. Now, it comes defaulted as button number 2, and that means that the fader start will work without the sync mode set. Button number 1 is the fader start with the sync mode set, and it will sync automatically when you start your fader start. You won't need to do anything with the pitch control. It'll automatically jump to it. And then button number 3, it's just the fader start function is disabled. And because I don't like any accidents, I will press button number 3. You'll see that the light lit up there. As I mentioned, every time you make a change, that master light will light up. It's why it's the only amber button that's on. Now you would just unplug the unit and plug it back in as normal, and all of your settings that you made in utilities will be there. So that's it, everyone. That's just a quick run through of changing the utilities and launching the utilities mode for the Pioneer DDJ SB3 N model. But this will work with all of the Pioneer DDJ SB3s, whether you're running Serato Lite or Serato DJ Pro or Serato. So if you found any value in this video at all, please hit the like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I do a new video. And I want to thank everyone for all the love and positivity I've received on this channel. The best way to support this channel is to share with a friend, hit like, hit a comment, put in the comment section how you use your SB3, give me some tips that could be helpful to me as well. We're all here as a community, we're all going to help each other out. And now that you know more about this controller, you go out there, you master, and you make money.